Hey everybody, this is the newest. We put this out, meaning me, myself, and I, and Obligato here, and everybody else I am with. Welcome to PAX DEI. Welcome to a Deep for Play presentation of the newest. No, there's no announcements. No, Mainframe is not off vacation yet. They will soon be, by the 12th, 11th, I can't quite remember, second week. So, as you can see behind us, that's Flo's place, it's all bare. Unless he's removed all those vines, this is a very slow server response. But I don't know yet. One thing I'm checking out is this issue with Homesteader. So let's check out the intro.
Wat ik wilde nu doen, antwoord with God. Zat ik worf de uren steeds, ik wilde nu voort, aan zieken zat hier. And ik was scared. Wat ik wilde nu doen, antwoord with God. Zat ik worf de uren steeds. Ik wilde nu voort, aan zieken zat hier. And ik was scared.
So what we have going on is this idea on the dark side of the moon here, that when we let a homesteader on, what we've done is secure ourselves from certain issues. Issues? Yes. Obligato, I disbanded my clan a few episodes ago on my live broadcast. Check it out. It's 9 o'clock Alaskan Standard Time here. But, you can catch it after. It takes, like a day and a half for it to come up on YouTube, but you can catch them on the EPIOUSIOS Strikes Back playlist. Now, this Homesteader is new, and they dropped it before they went on vacation. Now, I'm on the public test server, and I brought on Garrett Dina, another character of mine, with Catnap, in order to make Catnap a long-established person in the PTS server, Arcadia, where they run all the patches, all the updates, and everything first to see if it causes total chaos. While there are very advanced players there, not all maxed out on everything, you don't have to be. In fact, to test some new things, you don't want to be. You need a new player who's doing new things. So I create players that I do new things with in order to incorporate them and find out how things are working. And we've gone through many things. Chests being renamed in the past. Get your neighbor's name on your chest, but you can open it or not. Or place a chest and it appears with your neighbor's name. We've had some hang time when it came to permissions on plots. You'd come on and it would take a minute or so for you to be able to engage your building materials. You see, they're green now. When I started out, they were red. Now, as a homesteader, can I destroy stuff? Has it been long enough? I need to look it up, because I thought there was this idea of a 36-hour period where the homesteader couldn't do things. Let's find something empty that belongs to somebody else, Obligato, get ready to destroy. Yeah, do candy twists. There's nothing in there. The homesteader cannot destroy another person's item. Now I have, the permissions, this plot, Lagerta's pivot, because I leave this here as I change the plots out here. I swap them out with tokens, until I just have one person having them. We could explain that all later as you learn about my show. Oh, good. Flo's place showed up. You see, there you go. Now, when I showed up, everything was red. I had no permissions on anything. So I wondered, is this the Homesteader? Because it has been over 36 hours since Obligato was accepted into the clan from the invite. So there's Flo's place out there. You can see it's now all bushy now, right? Right? I don't know if he's a George Bush fan. Might be. But There's a lot of Bush fans out here if that's the case. But I wouldn't judge them for their vines. No. No, no, no. Anyway. Oh, I'm talking the beer. So anyway, he brews beer. Anyway, so, well, we don't have beer, you know, but it's a brewery. It's Flo's Brewery. A hand in it, Flo. No, not like the brown tinkle with the terror and the tick. That's a lot of T's. So, yeah, what can a homesteader not do? Well, he can't destroy things. You just learned that. You can't get a homesteader on who's like, yeah, and I'm going to take all their stuff, and that way I won't have to get it, and I'll just take it. Ooh, look at all this hardwood. Now, they can't open containers and say, it's shared with clan. Right? Now, let me get a container. Morning, geese. Let me turn this off. I'm going to need it in a minute, but let me turn it off. That's our little joint here. It's all going to be torn down and moved and stuff like that. That's what you do. You get more building materials. Yes. No, I don't have labels on anything. So let's get a little alt grab. Oh, I missed it. Did I turn on my Logitech? Did I turn it on? Did I turn it on? What is it? Left alt, move stacks, split one. Oh, I had the wrong thing. Whatever. We've changed buttons. We've added options. It's so cool. Some people wanted to... Okay. Just in case. If you have a whole bunch of wood and a whole bunch of stone, and you say to yourself, oh, I just broke my axe. This is your on-body builder. Some of you might not know you have this. You might be working off the bench to make these things and go, what? I can make them on my body? It's in the tutorial. It really is. It really is. Wooden shield is your opportunity to do some armor smithing. You can do a lot of cheap armor smithing right here, just in case you want a head start. Yes, you could throw them all away. So, really, you make 2 of these things and you get a lot of armor smithing. So make sure you do. And wear them out. Wear those wooden shields out. Anyway, they wanted a cancel button because what they do is they hit construction hammer. And I have I'm missing ingredients, but here you'd see you craft all is a selection. Craft and craft all would be right here, and they hit craft all for construction hammer. And I guess they got an inventory loaded with construction hammers because if you have 50 wood and 50 stone or whatever, 100 wood, 2 stacks of wood and a stack of stone, that's a lot of construction hammers. And they're like, we should have a cancel button in game. Oh yeah, create a button just because. No, pay attention. Or laugh. I mean, really, just laugh. That's a lot of construction hammers. Put them in the free box. And maybe you mastercrafted a few, right? What I like to do, because you really can't leave a message with anybody. And when Garrett Dieta cruises around and checks out people's places, because I'm building up a catalog of nice places. Not going to say why. But you could leave master-crafted hammers and say, I've been here, thank you. And leave them something for what you take, too. Because I'm sure you've picked up stuff on the way that could be useful. A few stacks of berries, man, that's time. And that's what we're talking about, time. What brought this up on this homesteading issue, thank you for tuning in. Really, I do the newest, and I keep the newest going because PAX DEI has a lot of newest. Even when mainframe, especially when mainframe takes a vacation, just in July, August. Really, it's just the end of July and August. It's not the 3-month European thing. Everybody, oh no! Well, maybe they do. Maybe they do that in a sneaky way. But this is a major one where the major developers are not in the house. So you have folks that know what they're doing, but they are not the, they're not the people who directly conceived of what's going on. So they're not always, the people who can go, yes, do this, right? There are people who know how to run things and maintain things, and they know a lot of people because you can meet them. You can go on Discord and meet them. Just this morning, someone said I have a grace plot that before it was read, it would not let me add more grace. Now, we're here with Obligato to drop a grace plot. This is the Homesteader issue. So, you started a trial, right? There's this permanent trial where you can get 7 days in PAX DEI to be like, all right, I got 5 days off. Really, you're going to want some days off to do a 7-day trial to be like, this is what I can do in 7 days, right? Now, I'm tired of these geese right here. I am. I'm totally tired of them. So, I've just started my trial. Now, I would have a token here. That would be good for 7 days in a trial. But instead, we're going to do a facsimile. And we're going to say, all right, I am on a trial, and I'm going to place that plot. But at the same time, we're going to be demonstrating what a grace plot does. Now, we're not going to be able to see it all today. And we're going to tune in the future and check it out. I have several plots, and I have them in several places. It's just right now when this issue came up, I don't have any that are about to expire. And once my grace plots have consumed 1 day of time, I put another 30 days on. Well, as soon as I do, right? It could be 29, 28, 27. I'll put another 30 days on. Get that grace out of there. I'm not using it for... Okay, I'm not at the point where I'm buying grace yet. And there are people who do that. If you just haven't heard it before, there are people who... Do I want this here? Do I want it here? You have so many choices. You don't have to connect things, especially when you have trees that won't go away. Trees won't go away. They say with 5.7, Unreal 5.7, they're going to change the trees to a nanite structure in the creation phase instead of this prim polygonal. You know, the little triangles are all what make up these trees, and when you get close to them, they're all they vaporize, which is really cool. But that's actually more of the nanite look. I'm not sure if Crimson Desert. They have their own engine on Crimson Desert, so I'm not saying Unreal is that. But I thought when I looked up nanite and voxel, Crimson Desert, which is the Black Desert people, but it's their AAA. Everybody's heard about it. If you haven't, cool. It's a AAA where you get to save a lot of cats, and they have the same 12 NPCs. Everywhere you go, there's this group of NPCs that shows up to fish. They're in the market, and they all act like they're different people. It's really surreal. It's basically an MMO. It's an M&M. No, it's an MMO that didn't happen. That went AAA. Look at it. It's massive. It's huge. And there's way too many cats to save for one guy. It was an MMO. And they focused so much on the guy that I didn't even know that there was a female. I thought it was just a storyline, where you played a guy. But they have also a female character, so you can run around as a female saving cats. So there's your replay value. Yeah, this open spot. Why that one? Because there's other things. Maybe you want to do something dynamic. Now they used to be able to build out on the water, but please go into F10. This is a tip. Go into F10. This is not the right water to do it with, but if you look at bodies of water, and there's many places in PAX DEI. Now, if you want to be near people, you will be entering areas that are already rather congested, maybe, and maybe not, or they're full of things that are difficult to find yourself in. Do you see how far a Magic's plot is out on the water? That's about as far as we could go, except for certain locations. We used to be able to cross the water and make bridges. And still in several places, maybe up ahead there's one. There's definitely a furnace in the air. You never know. Right next to the Golden City, let's put a furnace in the air. Oh, there's no accounting for taste. There isn't. There's no accounting for taste. Now, like, isolate. A lot of people don't want to build bridges right next to a bridge, but isolate. You see the way they're cornered out there? That's a bridge point. You see the way these plots are cornered? Isolate has plots under the water, right? So you have there's my grace plot over there for Candy Twist. Until very recently, I couldn't build anything on it. Here's another thing that's been happening. As soon as the trial started, I said I got to put down a grace plot because, man, the complaints were up. The complaints were up, and they were like different types, right? Different types of complaints, but they all had the same sort of thing. No permissions, you couldn't build, you couldn't even stand on the blocks. We do this kind of matrix thing. Wah. And I thought that was slow server at first, that particular one. Here, let's run over there. We'll add to isolate. Oh, we could just do horrible things. You can't. Don't do them. It was said in chat, I had this person who was having trouble with their grace plot. They're like, that's it. I quit. Because they're like, this grace plot is something I'm supposed to be able to play the game and use for free. Are we going to surf? It's solid. Just the other day, I was body surfing on this with Johan or Candy Twist. So this is an improvement, guys. It really is. Well, okay, you saw how long it took for Flo's place. And so I've been using Flo's place kind of as a clock to, well, you'll understand. I mean, it's easy. It's like a clock. So when that place goes, I'm like, all right. Did they slow down? Okay, there's this thing where they can, basically, hi guys. Yeah, you're beautiful. But, you can, there's a lot of stuff going on in PAX Day. And in the past, Grollo underscore AF, who has a channel and does Star Citizen a lot, but he has the clan here, him and his clan. I'm not going to say he has, but he is an organizer of a server, and it's called Unhinged. Hi guys. You see, it's not too bippy. It's not as, it's not too bippy. That's a lot of animations and ducks and stuff like that. Now this is Twist's place, but you see, right? So we wonder about this. We wonder a lot. And this is where we are. We've come a long way, baby. We have. PAX Day is incredible compared to how incredible it was when it started. The Incredible's been doubled, if not tripled. And you're like, well, look at the problems. All right. So let's wrap it up on this. The more players you have in an MMO this is just one place out of several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. Right. This is one place out of 5. Come on up, kiddos. Here's the rest. What is this? PAX Day interactive maps. While this is not the only source, in fact, I'm going to do it next time. I don't, well, it's Eltari's space. Check out Eltari. Golden Company, Golden City. Look up Golden Company on Discord or Golden City. Check them out. Lots of avenues there. If you haven't seen Eltari's stuff, you're one of 1,000 people or more have now. Someone's breaking a rock, So over here, let's pick where we are. We're in Cariz in Retz. You can do it. There you go. So it's going to bring this up. Notice these white lines. These are if you perish right here, you will appear at a shrine over here-ish somewhere. So check those out and know them. Each map, 25 servers. These fold lines that they put in, or basically, there are 25 of them. So here I have everything listed as far as animals. You want to go out and get goats, you want to go out and get veil stalkers there, tiny little language. I'm on a 4K screen, you'll have to... Well, I can't just flip it to 2K all of a sudden. which would help. Anyway, is that a shrine? I forget. So, right, you have these oh, that's the, no, it is. That's our Petrame, right there. That's where you spawn in. So, what you can do is you can come in here and you can turn on everything and you can turn off everything and you can find things. Dang it, where is it? Where is it? It's so bloody small you can't find anything. Consumables, coughing, named enemies, all NPCs, all minables, all gatherers, locations. Thank you very much. Flip that. And there's your Petrame. You have your little baddies around here, which you see as tiny symbols. You can enlarge them, but you can use this. Dev Leon does it, and other people. People put in where locations are, or Dev Leon, scans it off Excel files and stuff like that, and you can find everything. Go through this, play with it. You can find everything. Also, there's all sorts of connections on the Discord itself, and you can ask. It's a darn good crowd. A hand and it flows here. He's just in time. Is he right next to me? Is he hanging out? Or is he just chopping rocks nearby? Now, the more players you have, the more difficult it is to have so much stuff. Oh, the shadows on Isolet's place are going good. Dun, 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 dun. I play in Epic all the time. If you want to play in Cinematic, well, heck, you only have so many hours on your GPU. Get the most out of it, I guess. Now we got someone with boxes here. There's boxes on the hillside. There's boxes full of ticky-tacky. There are boxes on the hillside. And they all look quite abstract. And they all look... Oh, they got Isolet. Isolet likes to build. Isolet is marking his place in PAX DEI. And that's what we deal with here. Obligata, you're so funny. Is permanence. And so, when you have a plot that goes into the red. Do we have any in the red around us? Red, red, turn it red, I turn it red. Woo! Now you can look. Isolet's not letting his place expire. This place has been here since October 14th, probably. Well, maybe his place where he generated a lot of materials was grabbed first. I don't know. But he got this sweep, and he's got this plan, and he's got this vision, right? So, now, I said in Discord that it is so customary. All right, you get 3 days once your plot turns red, once it expires, and some people are like, I can get an extra couple days. Does that work? See for yourself. I'm not going to suggest such a thing. How horrid! How dare you tempt me? So, that aside, I have renewed a Grace plot. There's one, Swervin. That's Swervin's rocks up there. Isolet's down. Well, I don't really check up on my neighbors, like who owns what. But often these plots you see going in red are Grace plots. There's ways to buy Grace. There's ways to earn Grace. You could check out the Grace wheel once you start earning all that money. What's it under? It's not under, F8. I always say it should be under G. This is our Grace wheel. You can go out, bang up the baddies for gold, sell a little bit of stuff. You can't buy anything for 10. You got to have twice as much as that. There are people who buy it at 360. They go out and they get 60 every 24 hours. As you can see here, I could buy it now, and then 17 hours and whatever's expired, I can get more. And they buy it, you could buy it in larger slices, but you can see 10,310 gold for 120 Grace. But it's only 360 for 60. And there's other marks in between, right? 1,700. That's still quite a lot just for half more, for 30 more, to make it clear. So anyway, I buy it at the much lower scale daily, and I just do it. 10, I get 10 for logging in, and then I get 10 Grace there after banging around a few baddies. You can get in the market, you could add things, and then you have more Grace than you need, right? You figured out how to get gold, how to use that Grace wheel. When you figure out, well, I only log in so much, so maybe I only log in on weekends, right? and that's only 8 days, so you're not really getting that much time. You're like, so how do I get grace otherwise? Well, you get gold, you do the market, you buy grace on the wheel in the 60s, right? But you got to make it to 400 by the end. And so that's time. For anybody who thinks that the grace plot is a gimmick, know that it's not a gimmick. Mainframe, as an MMO, live service game, not fan service, live service game, they need your time. Your time proves that it's worth it. And if you disagree with that, well, that's another thing, right? It has to be addressed. It has to be acknowledged. But here we have crafting, you got different grace costs. Now this would cost you 1 login. So, the login and then burn that 1 grace thing, maybe that's all the time you have. You're like, well, I'm going to go out and get as much wood, or I'm going to go out and do, as much crafting, because you can do the, a miner's favor, and you can do the forager's favor, and you can do the skinner's favor. I got a nice skin chart. Man, I should just go to the Discord to find it, because I forgot where I put it. Draknara did a nice leather. What makes leather and where you get it from, just in case you forget where all the leatherings go. And then you have wood. We never chop wood, so it's really useless to have that. That's a lie, by the way. That's a lie. What, the wood part? Yeah, that part. Chopping wood, that's a lie. I think I've chopped down every tree I could chop down at least 20 times out here. But only for him. Now I have more. As you can see, Candy Twist Plot. That is not another character in the same account. That is not an alternate. I use different accounts in order to check the glitches. Right? So, I've seen it. Nothing's weird, but I can only do so much as a homesteader. And that's why I'm on with Obligado as a homesteader. He doesn't have anything. He's going to put down a grace plot. It takes longer to find out where you want your plot to be. You don't want to be too willy-nilly with it. There's that perfect spot, right, where you hadn't thought of before. And you don't want to get rid of any resources that you find desirable. And if you get rid of lots of reeds, which you will, well, you're going to be pulling lots of reeds. Just so remember, try to pick the best place. The trees don't disappear yet. In the future they will. But they're not in a hurry for some reason. Damn it. Anyway, you can see that little cabin back there. That's new. Anyway. All right, Obi. We're out of here. This is the newest. Thank you for joining us. May the Lord bless you and Lord bless you. Keep your sticks on the ice. Check me out in my live deal. As long as YouTube lets me do it. Sometimes I record and it doesn't post it. So I will put a note on that to explain why I would be absent. But it's 7 different people, 7 days a week. As I work my way into PAX DEI and I cover the issues and I talk about things in minute detail. It's deep for play. If you want to really see how the larger clan level work and bigger events and bigger activities, please check out Nasamon. Please check out Kim B Gaming. Nasamon. That's Nasamon. Kim B Kimb. And especially 5 years and going, since PAX DEI was just announced as a concept, there's Eltari, Eltarri. He and his folks do the Golden Company. We'll check that out next time. We're going to keep it a mystery. You can see it from here. Well, actually, not at the moment. All right, well, let's look at it. So thank you for joining me as we go off. It's a big deal that I have captured some of your time, because while it's not necessarily important that you watch me at all, what I want you to do is play PAX DEI. Here we go. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Bum 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 bum. I can't use his real music. Do 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 do. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Right, we're inside the mountain, by the way. Do 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 do. So as we depart. We have the best view of the Golden City right here. No. We'll check it out from the other side later. Let's not move in on the texture range too close, because you will notice we got a lot of detail out here. Ooh, look at that go. It works hard for the money. It works hard for your money. Put a grace plot down. Spend time in the game. I can prove you can play this game for free. I've been proving it for just over 2 years now that you can play for free. I've been telling you since 1.0 that PAX DEI is free forever after 1.0. As soon as they introduce grace, I mean, hey, if you want 10 plots, no, you can only have 1 grace plot. May the Lord bless you, and Lord bless you. Keep your sticks on the ice. See you soon. Do. Come on, Obi. We're gonna go back. There we go. We're out. We're in. We're up. We're down. Gotta have a good look at Obi. Gotta have a good look at. Oh, I knew it. Okay. Since you're here, if you're still here, I knew this would happen. By the way, when you go into hovercam, this can happen. So what you do is you go to your headgear. You unequip your headgear. Now, you might not have your headgear showing. I had his showing to do that. See, now he's back. Well, now I don't have our headgear on. Oh, nothing to worry about. You're not being attacked by a bear yet. There you go. There you go, Obley. Can we place a basket? Last thing. Come place with me. Let's place away. Ba 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 ba. On Twist's grace plot, we'll put a basket in. It might fade away. Yeah, we're already done. So if you're still watching, it's your own suffering. So. Am I still floating? Nice. Patience. Patience. Patience is a virtue. Villagers up, clan all. I don't want to lock myself out, right? Because I'm only a homesteader. You won't see yourself on the list. So clan all, of course. Or you can keep it private, because sometimes you just don't want to smell like anybody else's armor is on you, right? I make the ladies their own armor. The boys get to share. All right. Obli. Look at that. Hold on. Let's get a better look. Sorry, guys. We're out of here. Sunset. Let's die twist. Or twists. It's the plot twist. Actually, yeah, what is the plot twist? There we go. The plot twist. You know, I do wish they would change the name so it doesn't have your name on it for everything, because you kind of have to write it like that. Let's get out of here. Come fly with me. Let's fly away. Take it easy, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Wat ik wilde nu doen, antwoord with God. Dat ik warf de uren steeds. Ik wilde nu voort, aan stiegen dat heel. Aan ik zoals keer. Wat ik wilde nu doen, antwoord with God. Dat ik warf de uren steeds. Ik wilde nu voort, aan stiegen dat heel. Aan ik zoals keer.